first movie, it's the one I watched recently. Yeah, I didn't watch many good movies this year, to be honest. We went to the movies a bit, me and my wife, and not many of them I was impressed with. But the recent one I mentioned on the last episode, so I won't talk about it too long. But the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, The Hunger Games. I thought it was good scenery, good story, plenty of plot twists and things like that. So yeah. That would be number 3.
I was trying to look for it.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I want to watch it.
Yeah,
I'll try to watch that.
I'm not usually into that sort of stuff too, because you can see from my TV shows all sports and stuff like that. But so I don't usually like that stuff. But I actually really enjoyed
That's a novel too, eh?
Yeah.
Because the kids read them, and they're like, "Oh, Dad, we're gonna watch this." I'm like, "Yeah." And then now they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go watch the movies."
Yeah.
So they went and watched that earlier.
What they think?
Yeah, they thought it was good.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. I think only one of my girls, she hadn't read the books, and then my youngest told her, "Go and watch it. It's on Netflix or whatever." So she watched it back just to catch up on it. So it makes sense to her now.
Oh yeah, because I won't read those books, but I'll watch the movie. Because, but yeah.
Sweet Deuce. The same as you, man. I'm gonna pick my number 3 as the movie I talked before, maybe last podcast, but Leave the World Behind. I just thought, it's on Netflix. It just came out recently. I just thought it was a good movie to think, because it's a good movie because at the end of it, like, it doesn't really give you an answer, but it lets you go away to think about what the answer is gonna be. But one of those, it doesn't tie up the loose end at the end.
Yeah,
you can sort of interpret it the way you want, make it up yourself.
Yeah, you can interpret it the way you want. But I think it's a movie because the themes in this movie is about technology, human nature, like how we interact with each other in this internet age, and what happens when the internet is turned off. And it looks like from this movie that we can't interact with each other as human beings. And this is the consequence of what's going on, and it's being used against us. But there's a lot of things in this film that I found interesting. Pretty cool set pieces. The scene where the big container ship
up into the
came
beach.
into the beach. Fuck, that was mean. The scenes with the Teslas. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, man. It's a pretty good film. So leave the world behind if you want to get a chance to watch it and let your brain explode for a little bit. It's on Netflix. That's my number 3.
Shows. It is a hard watch, eh? Especially with all the animals. Like, shit, they're wanting you. My number 2 would be John Wick 4.
Oh yeah.
Man, waited for a long time for that one to come out. Especially going from if you know 1 and 2, and then 3, the fight scenes in 3. But man, some of the aerial shots of part 4, and especially the storyline where it ends and what it meant breaking the rules on continental grounds. If you know the episodes, like if you know the story. But yeah, man, it's like when I think about like when someone offered me a job back on the doors and I referred to them, it's like being John Wick back into that life, because like you leave that life to sort of don't want to have anything to do with it anymore, But if you get that from watching the series, man, shucks, there's some good scenes, eh? Really good scenes. But yeah, John Wick 4, man, lived up to the hype I thought. It was a bit long though, but just hearing, understanding the backstory of what happened, and then knowing that what can come from the end of that chapter. So yeah, I reckon it's probably the best or second best watch I thought. Just of recent movies.
It's good every time a John Wick movie comes out because they have to beat the last movie, in terms of the action scenes. Because you think you've seen all the action you can see with the how to kill somebody, and then when they invent new ways of killing someone, and the new one, especially that scene when the shot one is on top of and you see what's going on.
Yeah,
man, that's mean. That hasn't been done before. So it's these certain things I want to look for when a new John Wick film comes out, because you think you've seen it all, but you haven't. But I just want to say, John Wick 2 is my all-time. Out of all of them, it's still number 1 for me. John Wick 2. Does John Wick 4 be number 2 on my list?
That's the breaking the rules on continental grounds. Yeah. You got a minute to go. John Wick.
Oh man, live like a girl. I mentioned it before as well. The Egyptian weightlifting coach. Just how he created heaps of champions in Egypt, just in a car park or whatever. But it's just the thing. It's just sort of helped me, man. That sort of like helped me. You're not sure what you want to do and all that stuff, and sometimes I want to do this, do that. Sort of cemented in my mind. And then along with a few other things, that's what I'm meant to do, just to train people and coach people. I'm not really doing it at the moment too much, but I know my time will come when my kids get a bit older and stuff like that. But,
Yeah.
but no, good movie. Good movie.
Inspiration for you.
Yeah. Live Like a Girl.
Live Like a Girl.
Yeah.
Nice. So a documentary.
More of a documentary, yeah.
Sweet. My number 2 is Air. The Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I've seen the I haven't seen it, but I've
About
seen
the
it
shoe,
advertised.
about the Michael Jordan shoe. Man,
I gotta watch that one.
man, I'm a sports freak, man. But man, this came from the book, the Nike book,
Shoe Dog.
Shoe Dog. Yeah, it's based on that.
Oh, I want to see
So
that.
you read the book, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's based on that book, but it's more towards the main character, Matt Damon, who doesn't play Knight. That's Ben Affleck. Matt Damon's the guy who works for Knight. So he's the guy that goes out to
Oh, okay.
It just sits down with Jordan's
parents. Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Damon's character. It's a good movie, man, because you know the background. Because you know what? When I first watched this film, I just remember the first time I ever put my eyes on Air Jordan. And this was back in when I started Form 1 at intermediate. And I remember one of the guys in my class, Jason Adam, walked in with a pair, of Jordans. I think they were 4s at that time or something. But I thought they were like space boots. I didn't know who Michael Jordan was.
That
was 1990. And
they were looking mean, eh?
I don't know how he got them, because I don't know if they was the first international distributed shoe, because the Jordan 1s wouldn't have gone around the world. Jordan 1s wouldn't have gone around the world. So these would have been whatever the year was, 1990, that came. Probably the first pair of Jordans to come around the world. But he had a pair, and I saw them, and I thought they were space boots. I thought they were like weird. And because I wasn't into basketball at that time, and I didn't know who Michael Jordan was. Obviously, he knew who he was. But yeah, just supposed me back to that, thinking about that. But the film itself, about the origins of how they got Michael Jordan to sign. And it's cool to see the landscape of what was going on, because everyone was with Converse,
Yeah.
because Adidas was the big dog, and Nike was nothing. Nike was just coming up. They have no athletes, and it was cool to see the process on how they were picking the athletes. And Matt Damon wanted someone that wasn't too expensive.
Was it McEnroe in that early ones?
Oh,
Tennis guys?
I don't know.
Oh.
But they had a meeting, and they were going down the list of the NBA draft that year, and they were trying to get some top drafts, but they had no money.
Oh, yeah. Was it mainly focused around Jordan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh well, they never. It was mainly focused around Matt Damon, who worked for Nike, whose job was to get someone, because they had some money to give an athlete, because they saw that Adidas was doing it, Converse was doing it, getting athletes to represent their company with their shoes, but no one was doing their own shoe. They were the first to.
Yeah.
Like they back then, Adidas and Converse will make the shoe and just you just wear it. You just wear it, But Nike had the idea of actually making the shoe suit the player and have him like say yes to have a say into the design and all that kind of stuff.
But it's the gamble, eh? It was the gamble that they took.
It was the gamble.
Because remember, like, this is before Jordan had even stepped foot on the NBA court. This is all pre that.
Yeah.
And then them putting the risk on, like, if I could we'll give you a percentage, or actually we'll make the shoe for you.
Yeah.
And you'll be the face. But he hasn't even played NBA yet.
Yeah. So it was a risk.
So the risk was like, what the fuck? High risk, high reward, man.
Who does this? Who does this?
Bro, now that guy's like friggin'.
Well, it was awesome to see the whole process, because the movie is about the process on how they got Michael Jordan. But you never see Michael Jordan. They have an actor playing Michael Jordan, but you never see his face. See behind him and that, and if you listen to the interviews, Ben Affleck said, "No, we don't want to show Michael Jordan because we didn't want him to be overtaking the story." Sort of thing.
And it's cool, eh? It's cool how they pretty much.
It's more the process.
It's cool how they actually did the whole presentation. And it seemed like, okay, the presentation's fucked up. But you never see Jordan's face.
Yeah.
So it's like you never see a face. It's like he's sitting there. They've got him there. The way they record it Brilliant, man.
It's a movie that Joey and I would appreciate because it's a sales movie. Because they're trying to pitch to Michael Jordan's family and the way they do it. Hey, because you're right, they had a meeting and it sort of fucked up.
Yeah.
So Matt Damon has a freestyle and it turned out good. Eh?
Yeah.
No, I watched that. I'm a big fan of that stuff.
Yeah. So that's my number 2. Yeah.
That's not me, number 2. So like, oh man, I have to say, like, even though I heard someone's perspective of it through the barbers, but then when I watched it, I thought, man, that's pretty cool because I got a gem from it, and it has to be Equalizer 3. Yeah, that'd be my number 1. Only because when obviously Denzel's character is he has to fight for the underdog, and when he gets healed, like, you know, he's shot up. He gets healed by a local hero who's a doctor of the town. And then he asks the doctor, "Why did you help me?" And then he says, "When I asked you if you're a good guy, you said you're not sure. You're a good guy." So he was modest, humble.
Yeah.
So he helped him. But the film's good, man, and the
Sounds
landscape
good
of
scene.
it's filmed, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because how it is, and it must be like that in certain parts of the world, man. You know, you got heavy-handed people or groups that have, like, you know, pull over people, like, you know, the extortion and all that stuff. But yeah, it's just crazy how this guy was like, he didn't like that. Didn't take advantage of these good people.
Yeah.
And then took it upon himself to, this guy, man, just can't help himself, eh? But nah, yeah, that's be Equalizer 3, man.
It's a good movie, man. I love revenge movies, eh?
Yeah, especially when he's doing his type where he doesn't know anyone there. And then watch what he's gonna do. Eh?
I love these movies because, man, they really build up the bad guys and you really hate them.
Yeah,
You know, and once someone's kicked their ass, and lucky the hero is the guy that kicks ass, you know, and he goes around, no effect, kicks everyone's ass, and like yeah, you know.
When they burnt that shop, where I was like, oh fuck, nah. I had to pause the movie, man. It's like, these guys, bro.
Yeah. I think Equalizer 3. I think that's the best one out of all of them.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I've only seen the first one, so
The first one's
it's
good.
better.
First one's good.
It's better than
Yeah,
okay.
I like number 3.
Oh, I like all of them, bro.
I've only seen the first one. Yeah.
My number one is my number 1 for sure, man, and that is Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon. And man, that is an awesome movie, man. I love Martin Scorsese. He's one of my favorite directors of all time. He's really old now. He might be coming down to his last years. He's in his 80s, man.
What is it? Killers of the what?
Killers of the Flower Moon. It's a true story. It's about what happened in Oklahoma back in the 30s. So it's about the Osage Indians, because back in those days, how they gave the Indians their own land, they called them reservations, and they're like the shittiest land that the white person he doesn't want. So he gave the Osage Indians, their tribe, this piece of land. Oh, you guys live over there, and that's your reservation. But the Balinese didn't know that there was oil under their land, and they struck oil. So overnight, they're like the richest people per capita in the whole world. And this is 1920 in America. And so...
Oh, yeah, I've heard of this.
Yeah.
Not the movie, but I've heard that.
Oh, yeah.
The story.
Yeah, so they became millionaires overnight. The whole tribe. So all the families that live in this tribe. And now the movie's about how the town people slowly murder them one by one to get their money. So what happens is that they marry the woman, and then kill them, and then they grab the money that comes from the oil. But this happens over a course of like 20 years, you know. And this movie pinpoints a certain time where it actually tries to erase a whole family, like the mum and the daughters, and they all get married by the white men, and they each of the daughters get murdered. And then there's one daughter left, that's Leonardo DiCaprio's wife. And Leonardo DiCaprio's uncle, he's like the mastermind of what's going on. Not of the whole thing, because everybody's doing it.
It's Leonardo movie, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah. So he's good in it. It's a good movie. It's a dark movie. And it's really sad too. Like, it's like, I can't believe this happened, you know? But it's no surprise too, you know? It's just one of the many indigenous people who sad stories around the world, you know? How the white people take advantage of, but this is really bad because, you know, But it's real interesting because I actually reread the book as well. And there's time because they're rich overnight. They don't know what to do with their money, so they'll go to town and buy these fancy cars, but they'll get sort of like because all the white people in town, they know they're rich, so they just up the prices because they know they can pay for it, and they up the prices of everything. They sell cars and they say, oh, if you're a fat size, just come over and buy a new car. Well, because they don't know how to change a tire or stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
If you break down, if you have a flat tire, don't worry, just come over and you can buy another car. They trick them, but they don't know any better, right? They don't value money. It's that kind of thing. So yeah, it's pretty. I think what I got out of it was, if you thought, man, white people were evil, fuck, you haven't seen nothing in this movie, man. That's another level, man.
I look forward to watching it.